value to the people around them, to add value and contribute to the team. So what does it mean for a leader to contribute? What's your view?
So since I'm not in a position at the top of the company, I think adding value is extremely important in all directions again. So I look at what the company is trying to achieve as a whole, and I as a leader want to add value to that. And I want to be strategic about it. So if the company has big, lofty annual goals, which most companies do, it's like, how can I help to achieve that? How can I lead my team in order to help the company achieve what it is that is important to them? I also feel that adding value as a leader is adding value to your team as well as, both by, I think by being an open leader and by being a good listener and a good communicator and all of those things, but also sometimes being able to stand up for your team if needed, and sometimes fight for things that your team may need or you believe that they should have in order to get the job done. So I think that adding value is extremely important. There was one other thing I wanted to say in terms of adding value and being a contributor. I guess it goes back to making sure that you're not just working tactically and that you're looking at the big picture. And as a leader, that's looking at the big picture of the company. And then as a leader, it's about looking at the big picture for your team and also for your individual team members.
Yes. So Tanya, I want to ask you one last question.
Oh, yes. But before you do that, can I add one more thing about adding value? I just want to say this. Someone I highly respect at this company once said, what can you do as a person, as a part of a team? And now that I've become a bigger leader here, I really value what they said, because I tried to do it myself, and now as a leader, a bigger leader, I'm seeing how valuable that is. But she said, always try and help your leader, your supervisor, by adding value to them. So you have, as an individual, your goals and your job role and your responsibilities. And of course they have theirs. And then the people that lead them have theirs, and et cetera, et cetera. So how can you make their life easier? And I've found that has served me well in this short time since I've heard that, because I was like, oh, I never thought of it like that. How can I make her life easier? So I'm always the one, if I'm talking to somebody that's, let's say, higher in the organizational chart and there's a next step, it's like I summarize it, I'll send them the summary. If there's a next step for a meeting, I'll be like, can I set that meeting? If there's something that needs to be done, and I either have someone on my team that can do it, or I myself can do it, because I also believe in being a servant leader. And so anyway, I found that extremely helpful. Also, just to identify you as a good team member yourself, so that you can keep growing as a leader within the company, but is always look up as well and kind of go, how can I make the person that is most influential and the leader, how can I add value? And how can I make their life easier? So I think that is really important as a whole, because it's not only about rank, I believe. I don't think that, everybody should just, work forward because of the rank of the people they're dealing with and your position. I think it's just being a good company person or being a good person
Yes.
and helping people when you can.